Hi students, I wanted to take a moment to make a little video to introduce you to our performance task and explain how to complete the project. So first of all, how do I access the performance task, Ms. Pittman? You're going to find that in week 5's work, and it's going to be titled The Performance Task, the Harlem Renaissance. When you get there, you'll see some instructions here, but this is basically going to be one file, and you're going to find it in either a Word form, you're going to have it in a Google Docs form, or in a PDF form, whichever form works best for you. I personally like to use Google Docs because it saves automatically and everything is on my Google Drive, and that's my preference. But if you like to work in Word, then you can just download the document and save it. And then here it is in PDF if that's the easiest way for you to complete the assignment. I'm going to show you in Google Docs what the assignment looks like. And so if you actually decide to work in Google Docs, please know that you can't type in this document, that you have to download the file and make a copy. I give you instructions here, right here on this section of the document to tell you how to do that. You do that by clicking the button File, and you click Make a Copy, and then you rename it, and that's going to copy it to your Google Drive. The way you have that done is if you have a Google account, you have to sign in. Once you do that, you can make a copy. Okay? So, what do we have to do, Ms. Pittman? Okay, so this performance task, the first thing I want you all to do is to make sure that you have read the instructions. It says, as we have studied the Harlem Renaissance, we have talked about how poets use tone, imagery, and theme to express their ideas. In this performance task, you will look at how poets of the Harlem Renaissance use tone, imagery, and theme and connect this literary elements to modern music. Okay, so we're going to connect them to songs. It says you will place all of your responses in this document. You are required to fill in the necessary blanks when you see this red, type answer. So any place that you see red, that should indicate to you that you need to type a response. Okay, so you want to be sure that you save this document as a doc file or a PDF to submit to the Dropbox. Okay, so if you're working in Google Documents, you'll hit when you finish File, Download As, and tell it to download as a PDF, and that's what you'll put in the Dropbox when you're finished. Okay, so let's look and see what we need to do. First thing we need to do is task number 1, and we're going to deal with imagery. Notice here I have given you a poem. I've given you the poem A Mother to Son by Langston Hughes, and I've also given you a song, Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Also, here is a link so that you can listen to that song if that's something that interests you. I've given you the lyrics here to that song, or some of them. It's not all of them, but some of them. Okay, and I've given you the entire poem. Then notice it says here, the first question, what imagery or mental picture is created in the poem? So you're going to read the poem, and notice you have red here that says type your answer. You're going to type a complete sentence, okay? Complete sentences to tell me what the imagery is or what mental picture you can see based on what this poem says. Question number 2, what imagery or mental picture is created by the song? Notice that Ms. Pittman has given you this answer. So you should model your first answer after this example from the song. So I say the song uses descriptive words that create images of beauty and hope with a feeling of sadness. Images of nature allow the listener to imagine the difficult journey that the singer describes. Okay, so you should model your answer here after this example here. Then it asks you to provide lines from the poem that support your description. Notice you have a red type answer here. So you would go up to the poem and find lines that support the image and the mental picture you've described here. All you have to do is copy and paste. You don't have to retype those lines. Copy and paste them here in this blank. Notice I have done that for you for the song, giving you some lyrics here. Finally, our 4th step says provide a paragraph description, 5 to 8 sentences, on how both the poem and song use similar imagery to convey their messages. Notice that I have written a paragraph for you. This is completely done, but I want you to read this paragraph as it will provide a model for you as you continue to work through the performance task. Okay? Let's look at task number 2, tone. I've given you the poem Sympathy by Paul Dunbar and the song Hello by Adele. Once again, here's a link if you want to view the song. and listen to the song. I have a snippet of lyrics from that song. Then I ask you what tone or attitude does the speaker have in the poem. But I've given you this answer. I've told you what the tone or the attitude is here. But then I ask you what the tone or the attitude is in the song. Okay, I've asked you what the tone or the attitude is in the song. And so you need to type that answer here. You need to type that answer here, okay, where the red is. Then I say provide lines from the poem that support your description of the tone. I've already found those lines. So now you need to find lines from the song. Copy and paste. Now notice here, once again, we ask for a paragraph. I have started your paragraph, but I have read in your paragraph. That means that I want you to fill in the blank. So what's inside the brackets, I want you to complete the topic sentence. I provide you some text or some lines here. Okay, I want you to tell me how that demonstrates tone. Then I want you to find lyrics or pull the lyrics that you found here, put into your paragraph, and then tell me how those demonstrated tone. Okay, so you fill in the red spots on this document. Next step, task 3. I've given you the poem, We Wear the Mask, and the song, The Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Here's the link if you want to view or listen to that song. Notice in this task, though, that all of the blanks are blank, that you have to complete task 3 completely on your own. But that is okay because you have lots of examples from the top on how to be successful doing that. So use the resources in the document that are built in to finish typing out the red here, okay? So the biggest takeaway with this performance task is to make sure that you have responded every place that there is a red type answer or a red prompt that tells you what to fill in. Where red is, that is your place to respond to something. So your place to respond to something. When you complete this task, you're going to hit File if you're in Google Docs, hit File, Download as a PDF. It's going to download that PDF into your Downloads folder on your computer, and that's what you'll submit to the Dropbox. If you're in Microsoft Word, just hit Save and then submit that to the Dropbox. Okay? This assignment is due next Friday, which is plenty of time to accomplish this task. If you join us in Class Connect sessions next week, we will give you lots and lots of help in filling out these red sections. I hope this video has been helpful in figuring out how to complete this assignment, and I look forward to seeing everybody in Class Connect next week. Thanks.